a chemical attraction with any of these girls, but she just makes things up in her head. And,
Oh, she's jealous too?
To New York. Yeah, oh yeah, just probably just as bad, if not worse, as him. From what I'm hearing you guys say, probably worse than him or just as bad. I mean, I took.
Chris, this is not going to end well.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. It's like, well, either it's going to end in a very bad bang, or there'll be two peas in a pod. But it seems like
I mean, I can feel I can feel the 911 call from here.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, because yeah.
It's funny. We're talking right now, and Adele just sent a message saying, "Hang on just a second."
I think she's the one that probably contacted me first. There was somebody with a new Facebook account that contacted me first.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was it Karma?
Maybe. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, something like that.
Adele said, "Tell her hubby to not give up and get his daughter away from him. I thought I was the original. Wait, I thought I was original with that name. I don't know what that meant, but he said he didn't. She said he didn't raise his own daughter, and she hates him. He's toxic.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be around any kids."
Seems like I just heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
From somebody else. Yeah.
Right. But no. But that's the thing. Like when we got together, he said that he's a single dad and he raised his daughter and blah, 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 all this because his ex-wife or her, Maddie's mom, was a drug addict. And so I was like, oh, you poor thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
like
right,
that kind of thing. So, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the more I got to, I mean, I had a bouquet of red flags that I didn't listen to. And I'm a very smart person, Chris. I mean, he's good, but
well,
oh my God. And then when I saw his mugshot, I seriously wanted to vomit. I was like, what in God's name was I thinking?
Well, that's what Lucinda says. Like, all these are scoring crazy. I've met some of these girls, and they're all crazy. I'm telling you,
she hasn't met any of us.
Yeah, well, that's what she says, and she's like, well, I know they're crazy, and and he's
his own brother won't talk to him, Chris.
His own brother, yeah.
Adele's fiance. Yeah, he will not, and he finally told.
Well,
their parents.
That's how she sees things. It's crazy.
It's wild. I mean.
Yeah, I mean that's it's not just with him. I mean, she's done this with other people. I mean, she started screwing this other guy and the place she worked. And while we're still married, I found out about it the hard way, and not the hardest, but that was the thing. It's like he has cancer. I don't believe he ever had cancer, but the same thing. It's just this sleazebag guy that knows that he could play the sympathy card, and she fell for it. And
right,
I intercepted some messages. I'm quite talented in computer areas, and
right.
So
good for you.
That's not a good thing because it actually wound up hurting me more than anything. But at least I found out,
Well, no, so it didn't hurt you. It got it just made you aware.
Awareness, yeah. There you go. But when I found that out, I'm like, hey, this isn't just because I'm affected here, but you are an idiot. How can you fall for this? Yeah.
Right. Well, no, Chris, I'm going to tell you exactly how this is going to end. It sounds like, Nathan is a loyal person as long as you are by his side and you will answer the phone every 5 minutes. It sounds to me like Lucinda steps out. She's going to get annoyed by him. She's going to step out, and that's when it's going to go wrong.
That's kind of what I was seeing, too, as well. I mean, I wasn't sure how loyal he would be or not. I didn't know he could have been, talking to other people.
Well, he's only loyal, like I said, if you answer the phone every 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah, and of course, according to Lucinda, she's very, very important and busy at her job, so that may not happen.
What does she do?
She's always been in property management, so she's managing some apartment somewhere. So, and for some reason she can't keep employees, so she lost her assistant and somebody else.
Do we know, I mean, how he has means of transportation?
No, yeah, I from either from you or somewhere. I thought
No, he totaled
no
his
longer had a
car
so
with a
yeah.
DUI right before
Right.
she came and got him.
Exactly. Right.
So I'm not quite sure. And then, I mean, Adele, it's so bad that Adele and his brother Jay aren't going to be
Oh, yeah.
at the parents' house for the very first time in forever for the holidays because of him.
Yeah. Ooh.
So,
Oh,
I mean,
God.
Jay had to tell the parent, he had to tell his mom and dad what was actually going on.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, they try to keep everything from them because they're
Yep.
elderly and, they try to kind of, everybody thinks that everything can be handled, you know what I mean? Like without
yeah.
just coddle them and keep them safe and, don't make them worry about anything. But it's gotten to the
Exactly.
point now to where Jay actually said something to his parents, and that's bad.
Yeah, it's a tough situation to have that conversation or receive that conversation as a parent, I mean, either way, it's just, you shouldn't put anybody in that predicament to begin with, and neither one of them seem to care,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
I know that you say that it's going to go one of two ways, but I'm telling you, there's only one way this is going to go. And it's going to end horribly. Just get Lexi out of it, is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of beat myself up over just giving in, and it just what it was I was not going to give in until I heard Lexi say that, and I honestly thought that maybe he wasn't staying there anymore, but
Well, yeah, but no, when I was in Mississippi at my grandmother's funeral, I'm still
no.
dealing with all this, and I was like,
Oh, man,
and
I'm
this was
sorry to
just
hear that.
this past weekend, and what happened was that, I mean, the day after the funeral, of course, everybody drank a little, and it was more of a celebration of life, so it's not a sad thing.
yeah.
She had Alzheimer's,
Not as
and
bad. Well, that's good.
yeah, and she was my everything, but I processed it a long time ago. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
yeah, right.
So
right.
everybody drank a lot, ate a lot. Everybody got together, and then the next morning, I wake up to I've got a group text with Amy and Adele. Oh
Yeah.
my! And those girls got jokes, and it
Oh,
made
boy.
me smile for the first time.
Nice.
It was so
Absolutely
great because it's always just making fun of Nathan and narcissist and all this and the way that he is. And so Shane and I woke up and we were in bed at my dad's hotel, and I woke up and I was like, no. And I just started laughing so hard. He thought I was crying. He was like, it's going to be
Yeah.
okay, babe. It's going to be okay. And I was like, no, I'm
This is
crying from laughter because Amy and Adele are cracking me up on this
Nice.
Sunday morning. No,
Oh my God.
it was perfect. But yeah, so, and then, and I made the mistake of even bringing Nathan to my hometown. And,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Ooh.
yeah.
Now he knows.
Well, no, Daddy knows. And he was like, yeah, Shane's the one. That other fucktard was definitely not the one.
Yeah, I think we all have our times where we make mistakes, and
Yeah,
and for
well,
me,
that was
I'm, like,
seriously-
really
That was
gullible sometimes,
truly the biggest lapse in judgment I've ever had in my 41 years of life. I'm not kidding.
But you know what? I mean, I've kind of thought about all this with everybody. Like, how did everybody get into these situations,
He's-
including myself?
He's
you know.
good. But you know what? Everybody that he has burned is now all friends. I mean, I met Amy and her boyfriend Scott in Destin
Oh,
at the back
gosh,
porch. Shane and I had dinner with them last
That's
week.
cool. Oh,
And
wow, that's cool.
And then now that Adele and Jay aren't going to the family house for Thanksgiving, they're coming to Panama City.
Yeah, where are they gonna go now? Right. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, and
Well,
now,
there can be something good out of that for sure. I mean,
100%.
even if it's like that,
well, like I said, like I'm not I'm not, I mean, I'll deal with my end of it as far as, you know, my kid's dad and the whole custody thing and all that. I still have to deal with that. But the fact that I don't have to deal with him living in my state anymore is enough for me to be okay. And, you know, now Amy and Scott are moving down here. I mean, they're moving to Florida. And then Adele and Jay are going to be in Panama City for the holidays. It's like...
Nice.
I mean, good things come from bad.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not upset about him, but he still does owe Amy like $8,500. So I really hope she gets it.
I know. That's I was. I'm like, well, hey, I can definitely provide Lucinda's address. I'm sure they can find him there now. You know, so I'm just hoping that, you know, they track him down.
Did you give it to her?
He has a job. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
And I think I'm pretty sure they actually served him there. But
really already?
Maybe either that or maybe they found him at his parents or something like that. I'm gonna have to go back to look, but it seemed kind of positive, whatever it was. So I'm hoping that that is the case. And you know, if not, you know, I'm sure.
So how long?
You know,
so you have an attorney for
Say that again?
You have an attorney for the divorce. How long have y'all been separated?
About a year now, literally in October. So
okay, so but you have an attorney and you're trying to work through custody stuff.
I had an attorney before, and you know, you've been through this. So
Oh, trust me. No, I talked to mine this morning. They.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't talk to my attorney. I talk to her assistant's assistant. It's like, come on,
okay, yeah.
Really? Why did I just give you $5,000? Like, it's
exactly right.
Completely retarded. So
yeah, that's the thing. It's like the money too. It's like, you know how much money you're costing me to just walk away here, you know. And but yeah, my attorney that I had.
Yeah, one of my. That's why I had 4 kids. Look, one of them's going to be a lawyer. One of them's going to be a dentist. And the other 2 are going to be contractors because they're the only people that steal money.
Oh my God, yeah. Good at that for sure.
Yeah.
It's oh my God. Yeah, I'm just hoping that, you know, my attorney now doesn't look at me and say, "Hey, well, you idiot. You know, you're asking me for temporary custody and I want to see proof before I file anything that can point to him being an actual sleazebag like you're saying."
Right.
And so I'm like, okay,
well,
I'll
we
do what I
need,
can.
we need to get proof. Like I think he got his job back at CBRE.
Oh, okay. So he left and then got it back. Yeah.
Right, because he left Florida with his tail between his legs.
Ugh.
Because he never got his captain's license like he told everybody he did. So it was just a mess. But CBRE is where he worked before he left Memphis. And he told everyone here, "I'm sorry, I can't go through with this captain's thing because I got an offer from my old company in Memphis and they gave me, you know, a substantial raise and this and that. And so I have to go home."
Well, I hope it's enough. I hope he stays there long enough to
well, no, I mean,
Amy to chew on, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she was like. He's going to be, his garnishes, I mean, his wages are going to be garnished for sure.
That's going to be awesome.
Well, not for you. And not for, and definitely not for Lucinda.
Well, you know, I wouldn't do that, but, well, at this stage in life, but, you know, anybody could sue anybody for practically anything. So, you know,
right.
I mean,
So, but wait, so since y'all aren't technically divorced, who pays for what? I mean, you don't pay child support yet, right?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, I'm going through the
thing
same
is,
thing.
She's wanting me to, you know, pay money. And to be quite frank about it, and definitely not a greedy guy for sure. You know, I've given her way more than I should, even after she kind of ruined our lives. But, you know, she left me with a household with all the bills except for, you know, basically her car payment, which she wasn't paying. And that kind of, you know, in both of our names. So now, you know, I had to deal with that on my
Well, what's going on with this
Luckily.
successful property management she's doing?
Well, actually, she doubled her salary, which was not really saying much. It's still
Well,
not a lot of
you
money
better
at all,
watch out because it's going to go back to regular after Nathan gets a hold of it.
Oh my gosh, exactly. Yeah, that's I totally see that happening as well. But she just put me in a financial situation with paying attorneys and everything that I'm getting by. I make a decent amount of money here at FedEx, but it's still the rent and just all the other bills, or it's not to the point where I can just like say, hey, I'm going to be free, do whatever I want to do, and,
right?
Throw money around anymore, and I should be in that condition, but
you should.
I'm good with managing money, so I just kind of live a little frugal now. But if I had to pay support to her, then that's gonna negotiate my ability to support Lexi now, as it stands, and so I'm fighting for that. It's like I've been taking care of Lexi, paying for everything that she needs, and we've been going out having a good time a lot. So I don't want her to compromise that in any way.
Adele just texted and said, I hope he's not dumb enough to drive and have that little girl with him.
Oh, God. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you need to get Lexi.
Yeah, I know.
I'll send you absolutely anything that you need, Chris. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm the same way. It's like you told me about your situation. It's like I didn't put two and two together that you're actually still having to do the custody thing, with your ex, or hopefully soon ex. So, that kind of.
I mean, but my situation's been going on for almost 4 years.
Yuck! Oh my God.
And we've lived separately for 3.5.
Oh yeah.
And totally different houses.
Yeah.
And I've had the kids 100% of the time.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. And I totally understand. I mean, Shane's here all the time, and I totally understand, like, I mean, I was a stay-at-home mom for 12 years.
Right. Oh, wow.
And then, I had my real estate license, and then I started making sales. Like, I think I'd started working again in, like, 2018, and it was a really good year. And then 2019 was decent. And then, of course, oh my God, Slamdemic happened. And then, but now I'm just kind of picking up the pieces and trying to, figure out my ways around the earth. But I mean, and he does, Paul's a great father. He's a good dad. He really is. He's been good to us, and, he's kind of paid all the bills and done everything even after we moved into this house. But now, as of last night, I think I'm going to have to go to the mattresses.
Oh, boy.
It's bad. I mean, I had him on speaker, and the kids were around, and he was calling me every name in the book. I don't know what happened, because he normally doesn't do that. But so I've already talked to my attorney this morning, and I was like, look, let's speed up this process. And my dad's acting like he's in the mob. And he's like, I'm bringing Bad Bob down there to break his knees. I'm like, oh God, exactly. Dad, come on.
Cousin Guido.
Yeah, no, it's Cousin Bubba and Bad Bob. So
yeah, I mean, and if it ever gets to anything like that, I know that at this point in time I don't have any like legal things that I can say, legal actions at the moment against this guy, but I can definitely
you just need to I believe that you just need to have proof that he's living in her house. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, right.
And then have all the documents that I'm going to send you, Melinda's and my her police report, my restraining order, all that stuff. I mean, seriously, I don't know how Tennessee works now, but it ain't Florida. That's all I'm saying. Like, if I gave those two documents to a judge, they'd be like, no, sorry. Either he goes or mom doesn't see daughter. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I have a pretty good attorney, but even she's like, she tried to do research on her own, and maybe it was just because we were using a web browser. I really don't know what it was, but we had trouble searching the site, and so I was like, oh crap, and she was like, well, hey, we can't.
Well,
just go around accusing people,
I will
you know?
scan and email you the documents if you want to give me your email address right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah, just let me know. It's so I'm a Jeep lover, so it's a Wrangler, kind of like the Jeep.
Absolutely.
2004, like the year, my first ever Jeep.
That's funny. Shane just got a Jeep.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and everybody in town, my real estate brokerage, my broker is like, I don't care how successful I ever get, I will never buy a Rover. It will always be a Jeep. I mean, that's it.
They're unique, that's for sure. They can be rugged. They're not for everybody, but I don't think I'll ever have anything different.
Yeah, Wrangler 2004?
At Gmail, yeah.
Oh, I love a Gmail. Thank God you're not a Hotmail or a Yahoo.
Oh my God, yeah. I'd be really showing my age.
Anytime I get like a prospect for real estate, if they have a Yahoo or a Hotmail, I'm like, you're not serious.
Oh my God, I never thought about that.
Yeah, if you're not up with the times, you don't have the money to buy a house.
Wow. Well, nobody has the money to buy a house now, so that's the position I'm in too. I'm like, hey, I really need to move. Property is
no, listen. Well, here's the thing. I got my house 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-bed, 2-bath. It's only like 1,800 square feet. I got it for $279, and I'm a realtor, and I did it, and it is Niceville, Florida proper, and my kids can walk to school.
Oh,
yeah, my kids can walk to school. We're right over the bridge from Destin, and right now my house was just appraised for $360, and I only owe $200 on it. It's insanity.
Right.
But I was like, so I get calls all the time, and my dad does too. We get calls all the time with people like wanting to buy my house, and I'm like, well, that's great. I'll sell for $360, but where am I going to go? Because there's
going to have to buy at the same rate, you know?
Right. Like I'm going to have to upgrade. But there is nothing available in this town. I mean,
wow.
I am the agent. Like there is nothing available under $700,000 in this town.
Sheesh.
So
oh my gosh.
I'm hanging on to this gem.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, Niceville is very nice. It's very convenient and still kind of out of the way.
Wait, you've been here?
The tourists. Yeah, I mean, we used to travel as a kid. You know, we travel there at least once a year and stay, a week and stuff. And so we would go through.
It's right over the toll bridge.
Yeah, when we're coming back from the East Coast, we would just drive through Niceville forever till they kind of changed up the roads. But we always thought, it's the nicest town in Florida.
It is. I know. My dad always says, Niceville, ain't it nice?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we didn't know how true it was, if it really was nice. But
no, but it's like the kind of town, it's kind of like Germantown, where, like, there's no, like, signs can only be a certain height, and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. They seem to take pride there,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're nice. I like to call us nice villains, because it's such an oxymoron.
I like that.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to have T-shirts made. I'm coining it, so don't steal it.
Sounds good. You need to put that on a sign for somewhere, yeah?
Yes. 100%. And then Niceville, when you come into the town, it has the Coca-Cola font that says Niceville.
Oh, yeah, right.
In the cursive. Oh, it's so cute.
Exactly.
So, and we had the #1 high school football team in the state of Florida.
Oh, really? Now that I did not know. Oh, geez.
Yep.
Yeah, and Florida's very competitive there. So
they ship them in from all over the state just to go to Niceville High School.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, it's the greatest. And I can hear the drum line from my house, which is amazing. Really? Yeah. I just like to, like football season, I just go out on the back porch and just hear the drum line. Yeah, it's awesome. And all my kids are one's getting a drum set, one's getting an electric keyboard, and one's getting an electric guitar, and then Presley's getting a microphone. They are going to be the next Mbop with a girl.
Wow.
So cool.
Just have the earplugs ready.
Yeah, well, I'm really considering put your headphones on. The drum set is the only thing I'm concerned about.
Yeah, it's
like
hard
only you hear it in your ears. But no, do you remember recorders?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, they just got recorders this year for the first time.
School, yeah. Okay.
And I was like, my ears were bleeding last night.
Exactly.
And I was like, what's going on? So Presley and Lachlan, my oldest two, she and him were in my bed, and they were like, wait for the beat. I need this. Hold on. And watching them do it was freaking amazing. And that's when I was like, all right, I know exactly what y'all's Christmas presents are going to be.
This is easy.
Yeah. So fun.
Well,
nice.
All right.
Well, all right, Chris. Well, we need to keep in touch, and just let me know.
Yeah,
I'll get all this paperwork, and I'll send it to your email, and then send that to your attorney. That should be enough, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I think she just is looking for something other than my word, even though, we seem to trust each other. But, and like I said, anything I could do for you guys, I mean, if there's
and Amy's not a scorned person. She just wants her money.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's $8,500, Chris.
I've been there before as well, so I know exactly what she means there. So, I mean, when you're talking
and
about...
then poor Adele, Adele is stuck with... Yeah, and poor Adele is just stuck with the family, and she's having to see her fiancé, hate his brother.
Right.
And having to deal with the whole family situation, and his, Jay having to tell the mom and dad, who are elderly, having to break their hearts about him.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We're not scorned people. It's just he has wrecked a lot of people's lives, and that's basically the bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with wanting to make sure that doesn't happen to other people, and to always try to recoup what you can, your losses, as much as possible. I mean, Lucinda's taken well over $20,000 from between me and our children, through my college tuition, their school tuition at a private school, and they're no longer at a private school because of that reason. And, stolen credit cards in my name. I mean, it's just awful things, and it's just, I could have gotten my money back and from the credit card thing by prosecuting her. I would have had to say, hey, kids, mommy is going to jail now for stealing.
Right. And I mean, what do you do at that point? You know what I mean? You're not going to be the hated dad that sent mom to jail.
So suck it up and pay it, even though you really don't want to pay all
exactly.
that money, I sold the Wrangler. I actually sold the Wrangler for that reason, just to pay some of that college tuition. I should have realized she's no longer paying their school tuition with a check, and she wanted to get a a money order. She said the school prefers money orders. I'm like, that's a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
I thought it was getting paid, and nobody contacted me. So, my mistake for letting her insist on taking over certain bills. And you live and you learn, though, right? I mean, like you say, you can make something good out of a bad situation. So, yeah, we learn the hard way.
Yeah, well,
but sometimes it's the best way to
well,
learn,
maybe this is her karma.
Exactly.
I mean, if he wrecks her life, you don't have to be sorry for it, but just get Lexi out of there.
Hey, we told you so. Now, deal with it.
Deal with it. Exactly, Chris. Okay, well, I'm going to get this paperwork together, and I'll shoot it over to your email so you can get together with your attorney.
Yes, definitely. I'm glad you guys helped me clarify the error of my ways yesterday, so as well. So
yeah, well, and I mean, the fact that they faked a breakup, they are two peas in a pod. I mean, that's insane.
That's just mental. Yeah, insane. There you go. Exactly.
It is. I mean, it's insanity. And I just don't want your daughter around it.
Same here. We'll see
Because
how it
it's
goes.
not going to end well, like I said.
I just don't want it to end on Dateline or some crazy story like that.
Exactly. Well, look, I love that show. I just never want to be on it or know anyone
I don't
who
want to be a
is.
star. That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I do not want to be an interviewee of this show.
Yes. Oh, Lord. All right.
I
Well,
can see it now, though. Unfortunately, I can see, the panel interview of all the victims of this guy. You've seen it before, so let's hope that doesn't come true.
yeah. Oh, my gosh. Well, I was warned, and I got my daughter away, but, they're both dead now, and I don't know what happened. I can't tell you anything. Talk to Lauren, Amy, and Adele. They'll tell you.
Romeo and Juliet, right?
Yes, exactly. All of our families hate each other, and I don't know what to do.
More like Hatfield McCoys, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
They seem like they're about to be Bonnie and Clyde.
I've used that one before. Yeah, exactly. It's probably more appropriate.
Yeah. All right, Chris. I'll let you get at it, and we'll talk soon. I'll send this to your email here shortly.
All righty. Have a good
You too. All right. Bye.